It's an amazing thing to stop and think about. It's an amazing thing to ponder. A tiny seed has so much potential. That little seed has within it the potential to become the largest of plants. It has potential to become a source of food. It has the potential to become a dwelling place for birds to nest in. But perhaps this analogy that Jesus uses does not impress us as much as it should, because we know that all plants begin with seeds. What's the big deal? You can go to Menards in the springtime, and there's rows and rows of seeds, packets with pictures on them, and you pick the one that you want and you go and you sow it into the ground. But try to think about this wonder of the physical world. Try to think how so much potential is packed into that little tiny seed. This morning, as I was preparing my homily, I looked out at my garden. I like to garden. And I stopped and I thought about that little tiny tomato seed. Kind of a creamy, yellowish color. So tiny it can fit on the end of my pinky. Flat in size. But yet in that seed lies a BLT sandwich. In that tiny little seed lies a jar of salsa. In that tiny little seed lies spaghetti sauce, our sauce on a pizza. So much potential in one tiny, tiny little seed. Do we ever stop to think about that? This reality reveals the fact that Jesus wants to use each one of us for the building up of the kingdom. We may feel as though we cannot do much, that we're not as gifted as others, that we may not be able to make much of a difference. But that's not true. The truth is that each one of us is packed with unbelievable potential. We just have to use it. Someone here might be a little tiny seed that one day might grow up to be the Pope of the Catholic Church. And here there might be a seed of someone who might become the President of the United States. In these pews might be someone who will become the greatest teacher or the greatest doctor or the greatest scientist that the world has ever known. Potential. The truth is that each one of us is packed with unbelievable potential that God wants to bring to fruition. He wants to bring from our lives glorious blessings for the world. All we have to do is allow it to work. Like a seed, we must allow ourselves to be planted in fertile soil of His mercy. We must use the grace of those sacraments that He gives us and surrender ourselves to His divine will. We must be watered daily by prayer and allow the rays of the Son of God to shine on us so that we can bring forth from us all that He desires and planned from the foundation of the world. So much potential in each and every one of you. Reflect today upon the incredible potential that God has placed within your soul. He made you with the intention to help to bring about his kingdom, for you to do it in an abundant way. And you might be asking yourself, well, what's the first step that I have to take, that I need to use to achieving those things in your heart? What do I have to do? Don't focus on all the reasons you can't or shouldn't think about all the reasons instead of what you should. A lot of times we go to the negative. Oh, I can't do that. I don't have the time. I don't have the resources. I don't have the intellectual ability. Why do we go there? Why don't we stop and look at the things that we can do? Are the reasons we should do it? Here at St. Peter's, we've been asking for people to help in different ways, to help to be lectors, to help to be cantors, to help to be ushers, to help to be sacristans. Do you have the potential? God may have put it in your heart, but maybe you're saying to yourselves, I just don't know. Think of the reasons why you should do it. There's so much ahead of you, just beyond the edge of your comfort zone. You've got the potential. Why don't we do it? Like a seed, God has given you potential. So much potential. Will we use it for his good? Will we use the seed that's been sown in us to build up his kingdom?